Okay, I think I got this. Alright, so this is going to be my main reference. Well, this, along with... As far as I'm aware, these have been the only Genshin Impact emotes to exist, with Xiangling and Ningguang as the faces. So... let's see how this one turns. So, first of all, I'm going to crop her to be... I just want the face for now. Because we're not going to have, like, the whole emote be her entire body, of course. That's just... not just overbearing. So what kind of sword is that? I don't think I've seen that sword before in the game. Alright, so... just leave it at that. So that's going to be our main pointer. That's going to be our point of reference. We can take colors from this, too. What are the dimensions of this, actually? Alright, so 600... let me do a blank canvas of 600 by 600 pixels. Okay. So one thing we do have to make sure that we can do is... I think what I'll do is I'll duplicate this layer and then I'll cut out her hair. Yeah, even that emote is cropped too. So most of the Ayaya emotes are cropped. So I think it's okay if I just take her hair like this, like make an HD res version of it. I think, and then yeah. So let me do that. I know there's like there's the quick selection tool, but I don't really like using the quick selection tool too much because it doesn't always quick select whatever I wanted to quick select. Whenever I wanted to quick select something, this is one of those cases where the quick select tool does what it wants, but it does what I want it to do. That's kind of cursed, not gonna lie. This is why I really don't like to use this quick selection tool. Because I know a lot of people love to use the quick selection tool, but I am pretty precise, so I'm just gonna go with the polygonal lasso tool. That is a very difficult English word. Okay, so... it would be lazy Photoshop of me to just, like, take this and just take this face and make it as an emote and call it a day. We're gonna try our best to, like, replicate, like, an actual Ayaya emote. So, it's like, Ayaya is part of the Twitch culture. Because for some reason that one anime scene just exists for the actual Ayaya. Well, technically the character's name is called Aya, and she said Aya Yo. Well, I will say a lot of anime characters really sound like older than they need to be sometimes. I think what I'll do is they'll take this hair and then I think I'm gonna like take the original Ayaya face and try to see. Let me see the shape of Kuching's face. It's kind of. It's not completely triangular. It's like a curvilinear triangle, kind of. It's not exactly too shabby to do. So I'm just snipping this part as a reference to use, so that way I could just make lines and make a shape to... let me just make it as a triangle over here, so that way... So once we get her hair, everything else is pretty self-explanatory anyways. I just need to get her head, her head slash face shape down to a T. All we need to... because the eye face is just 2 lines for the eyes, a smiling mouth, a couple of blushes, and yeah, we just fill in the color from there. I don't think it should be that difficult of an emote to make. I know there's people who like use a tablet and whatnot. I'm just a mouse and keyboard kind of guy, but I've always been photoshopping my way to with graphics, like ever since AP Studio Art in high school. I'm still surprised my portfolio got like a max score. Like, I feel like I kind of BS my portfolio in AP Studio Art, but if it works, it works. Again, we really don't need the full length of the hair. We just need enough of it, so that way we can get the actual, not just the shape of her face, but done a stream yet where I actually designed an emote on stream. Mostly because, well, I'm not a commission artist, I just know a decent amount of Photoshop. And second of all, the emotes that I have are kind of like BS'd as well. With Bitmoji and stuff that already exists on the internet, but if it works, it works. By the least of it, when it comes to the characters' birthdays in the game, we'll always get some freebie gifts. I think Xingqiu gave us like a talent book or 2 when it was his birthday. I think my gaming chair is broken. It's not actually broken, is it? But hey, if it's actually comfortable, if it works for you, my man, it should be comfortable for you. I'm still stuck in whatever this is until like I get a legit place to have a gaming chair in. It's like even gaming chairs are difficult to move if you're like moving like out of places to live. I think what they should do is like there should be like an invention like a portable gaming chair. I mean, yeah, technically you can take apart like an office chair or a gaming chair and just like, but it's still a hassle to move in general. Like one of those fold-up chairs. Like what if there's a gaming chair that's foldable? And you can adjust it however you like. It's something I've yet to completely, like, be mainstream on the market nowadays. And since Black Friday and Cyber Monday are coming up, it's a pretty good time to get that kind of product endorsed and out on the shelves on the market. Okay, so now we got the entirety of her hair. So let's go ahead and inverse that. Delete the outer layer. So now it looks like this. So then we could copy this, paste that over here. We're gonna blow it up. Actually, let's make sure that touches the side over here. Let's make sure this is centered. Okay. Now I need to get the IAF face template. Alright, so this is going to be the template for the hair. Alright, let's... do I have an IAF face saved up? I feel like I did. I think I tried to do an IAF project before, but I never finished it. Alright, I need to get a picture of the actual face. Okay, for some reason, Google Images is not working anymore. It's not working properly for some reason. Ooh, some of these Aya emotes actually are pretty cleanly designed. I'll just take this one because I like how, like, clear the graphics are. Wait, actually, hold on a second. Could I do Kuching's face as that? No, we actually have to tuck the cheek in order for her face to work here. Oh, no, that's too big. trying to think of how this will work. I think what I can do first is get the basic essentials for the face down. But at the same time, I need to make sure I capture her facial structure correctly. Hold on one second, guys.
Epic.
Hi, how are you?
Yo, Drac, thanks for the biddies, fam. How you doing? Epic biddies. I'm still trying to figure out this. Let me just get the face down, then I can figure out the rest of it going from here. The main difference between, like... Because I don't want to completely copy this artist. This artist uses some very, might I add, very...
Extra thick!
lines. These lines are super duper thick. Then again, it's pretty important anyway because, when you're looking at an emote in the Twitch chat, if you're looking at a thin line emote, it's hard to tell what it is anyways.
Like store-bought? Like Antamans? I don't mind Antamans donuts, although they kind of taste funny in comparison to regular donuts. The 7-Eleven brand? I'm not gonna lie. Some things from 7-Eleven are legitness to eat. Am I trying a Honkai Impact the Third? Keep in mind that Honkai Impact is not an open world RPG. It's a lobby based gacha game. So you go into different stages to do different fights in. Once you're done with the stage, you go back to the lobby and you need to rinse and repeat. Made you say the word. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to turn that off.
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. I'm like a dude who does enjoy sci-fi, but I'm not really that kind of person to like enjoy that kind of game. Because the only other game I have a problem with that is Phantasy Star Online 2. Like, I love the aesthetics of it. And I do enjoy the game's combat, but I just don't like how it's a lobby-based game system. Alright, let's see how we can do this. You just have to make these the same shade of purple as Kuching's eyelashes because... I don't know if this is gonna work if I make these purple. Maybe if I make it a dark purple it works for her. You know what's also pretty lit lately? The voice actors in Genshin Impact have slowly but surely been starting to play their own game. Because I was like watching the voice of Paimon play the game last night. Yo, actually, this is like a magenta over here. It's like a very, 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 very dark magenta. Really dark magenta. This definitely can work. So let's do that. Oh, my bad. My bad. I accidentally minimized and stuff. Ooh, that definitely can work. Ooh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that color. And then these straight lines above the whatever this is, that's gonna be purple. Oh yeah, absolutely. Nowadays with everybody in quarantine and stuff, there's been a lot more voiceover people who've been doing that. I think I should be able to get the blushes. I'll save the blushes for last, because by the least of it, I need to get Kuchi's face structure correct. Oh, this is... Okay, at least as long as the shape is similar, that's fine. Oh, these are the... Wait, hold on, what the heck? is. What kind of facial shape is that, though? I think what I can do is go down this way and then just tuck the cheek in a little bit, like a tiny bit. And for that, I'm gonna actually use the... what the heck is the tool called? Not the... Yeah, I'm gonna use the pen tool, actually. Nope. Because she doesn't need that huge of a curve on her cheek, because I gave her a little bit over here. Yeah, it's like a little bit over here. I don't know what's up with Ningguang. Well, actually, let's take a look at Ningguang's face. She doesn't have a bump, what the heck? So why is it that her IAF face... What? I kinda get why Xiangling's was round, but why is Ningguang's... I mean, so long as there's a tiny curve, that's still fine. It just confuses my eyes and my brain right now. Okay. That should be good for her cheeks, I think. I think I'll put this on a different layer. And then, now we need to stroke this thing. That's a little bit too thick. Oh, hi, Vivi. How are you? Okay, that looks okay. So if I... Oh, that looks like it's... Okay, okay. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out real quick. How was your stream? I saw a little bit of it. I had a meeting, so I could not be able to talk. Yeah, I think the cheeks.
Cowabunga.
The cheeks look okay. Wait, what if I deselect that? Okay, what if I undo strobe path and then I do 5 instead of 3? What happens if I do that? Just woke up having coffee right now. Oh yeah, it is it's early for you. This might work actually. I think I will lower the music volume. It's a little bit loud right now. Okay, there we go. Oh, I need some more coffee in my life. I think the line looks okay, because I still need to make sure that her hair is okay. Okay, ayaya. Wait, you know what? Let's do 4. Let's do brushstroke 4. That might work better. Because it's like in between. Okay, so if I make this disappear. Okay, that looks just right. That looks fairly acceptable. Okay, now we just need to do this mouth over here. I'll make a new layer for that. Actually, let me save this first so I don't lose this. And then close that. And then open recent with my project. Alright. Okay, so we have the cheek structure down. We are now going to get the... Wait, hold on a second. What the heck is the color of her? I need to get the darkest color of... Kuching. What is the darkest color of your... Is that really the darkest color? No, this has to be the darkest color. Is this really the darkest color? That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Naruhodo ne. Wait, what tool was I using again? I keep on forgetting which tool I am using. Okay, this one. Pen tool. And who knows? Maybe having her emote in my channel will actually give me good luck. I don't think there's like, unless the game releases more characters, she is gonna be my Genshin Impact waifu for a while. Maybe there's Jean as well, and Jean is kind of is a beauty herself, but somehow I kind of have the hots for Kuching. Wait, what? Pegapath? No. I don't remember the last time I even made an emote anyways, and I was this dedicated to working on it. For anybody who doesn't know my time zone, that is my time zone, the Nightbot says. Let's see here. Okay, so anchor point. Okay, there we go. I think we got the general shape of that. Hold on, can I move that? No, that's not how I want to do it. Okay, let's see if this works. Ayaya, 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 ayaya. That looks kind of weird, not going to lie. Alright, we need to make this a darker brown then. So that way it looks a little bit more convincing. So like really, really dark brown, like... Okay, so let me go ahead and try the stroke path again. Oh, I thank you for the virtual hug. I appreciate it. Oh, this is a good song. Oh, I'm making a new one for myself. I am trying to make one for Kuching. Because tomorrow is actually her birthday for Genshin Impact, and she is currently my Genshin Impact waifu, so... I have not seen anybody do this emote for her face yet, so I'm trying my best. Also, she's cute. She is cute, and she is a 5-star that I really wish I have. Oh my god, look at your emotes. And it cannot be Twitch without the ayaya emote. From, which anime is that from? I forgot which anime that's from. I need to watch some more anime lately. It's been a long time. The last good anime I've been watching was Kimetsu no Yaiba. Keen Iro Mosaic. Keen Iro Mosaic. What the heck? What kind of anime is that? A school anime? Yeah, like this one. This is the only one I have for my channel, but it's from Better Twitch TV, but so... I feel like I should make my own, because usually when you have an ayaya emote, you usually do... usually do the face of someone you're attracted to, if not yourself, so... It makes sense if my ayaya is Kuching. It would make sense, and considering I put, like, time and whatnot and things into Genshin Impact, it would make sense. Okay, so is this too dark? That's like making me question now. Is it? I feel like the cheek is just right, but is the mouth too dark? I mean, I hope it's not too dark. Okay, here's what I can do, if anything. I will duplicate this layer. Also, I am not using a tablet like professional artist, I'm just using my basic Photoshop skills. I mean, that color looks dark enough. That sort of matches with this. So I think I will accept that. Delete selection. Wait, why delete selection? Wait, what? Okay. So I think I'm going to save that like this, and then let me reopen that. Wait, nope, that's my schedule, which I have not changed for this week. Okay, so we have the mouth, we have the cheek, we need to add the tongue, and we also need to add, I think, the blush. But what we also need to make sure is how the heck are we gonna put the hair on top? Obviously, it's gonna be hair that I'm going to... Oh, actually, what if we take the hair apart and see which parts of the hair Yeah, let's see which parts of the hair we can put on the face. So let's take apart the hair and see which parts can go, because if there's anything that needs to get seen, it's these like cat style, like whatever they are. Oh, and this pin too. This pin is a pretty cool pin. So let's go ahead and try and figure that out. Oh my god. Thank you for the for the biddies. I appreciate it, Vivi. Oh my god. That kind of scared me. I mean, that is not my scariest alert, but everybody loves to do the forge so they can scare me. Wait. Is this layer, right? Yeah, it's this layer. Okay. Got him. Of course you're checking. Of course you're checking. Okay. Okay. So, if we delete that... Of course, it's not completely colored in. We need this to be actually colored in, so that way it looks consistent, and everything looks like if they flow together. This is actually some basic progress without using a tablet. Because I know a lot of professional commission artists, they would use a... I know a popular brand of tablet is the Wacom tablet, the Wacom, however you pronounce the tablet. I think I had a tablet before, but I just haven't, like, found it... Like, haven't figured out how I could properly use it for Photoshop yet. Yet. That looks close enough. That looks close enough. Okay, so we have the basic IAF face.
Hi, how are you?
Yo, what's up, Hotbox? How you doing? How was you doing? Let's take the color of his tongue. And oh, it looks like a gradient actually. This is cool. Oh, what the heck? I'm doing that. Nope. Never mind. That looks so cool. Okay, I need to do that. There you go. Here is your shout out. Did you take a nap or something? How's the rest of your stream?
Nani?
Oh, what is this? I am making an emote. I'm making an emote face thingy.
Cowabunga.
It is not complete yet. It is in the works, actually. Ah, you got the fam bam over. How's that going? What y'all been doing? Okay, so we got a gradient here. Wait, is this color blue the color that I used for my channel? What color code is that? 00E... Oh yeah, that is... I have that color code already. Because if I lose the color code, I don't really... If I lose the color code, I cannot remember what the heck the color is now. Alright, so let's go ahead and choose this. And then look for the second color. Ooh. Not much talk in the living room right now? Ah. Hope everybody's healthy in your household, Hotbox. I hope they are. I think that looks close enough. Okay, so we have the we have the basics of an IAF face already, which could belong to anybody. I still need to figure out how the heck am I gonna get this hair taken care of, though. That's really puzzling me. Okay, let's actually expand the canvas. So, because we really need to figure out how the heck are we gonna do this hairdo. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take apart this thing. Okay. For the sake of artistry. Okay, so we're gonna remove... We're gonna inverse this. Wait, did I? No. We're gonna invert... Wait, nope. Did I inverse that? No, we're gonna inverse this. Remove that part, and then... We're going to... No, not use that tool. We're gonna take this, and we're gonna see how we can integrate it on her IAF face. Okay, so I think we could do it like this, and then probably like that. Oh, actually, let me lower the opacity so it's see-through, so we can see if it will line up correctly. Actually, hold on. I think I might have to split this apart even more, because there's this tuft of hair, and then there's the piece of hair that connects with her, with the side of her. So let me do that. So if I could get a general idea of that, then I should be Gucci. Okay, so this is obviously going to go behind the cheek. Just as a rough idea. So that could go behind the cheek. And then this... Okay, so that could go behind the cheek. Because I'm going to actually draw my own... I did not mean to do that. Alright, now that we got that part of the hair out of the way, let me go ahead... Oh, actually, let me go ahead and put this as the top layer. Now, let's go ahead and see how do I fit this on the head. Maybe like this? Probably, actually. Also at the same time... Oh, actually, what we could also do... Let me duplicate this, actually. We can move the cat ear part. Maybe like this? Maybe like this. This actually probably makes the most sense, actually. We might have to make this bigger, kind of, but that should be fine. If we're only going to take estimates. Now, we need to go ahead and take the other part of her hair. Figure out where that's going to be going. Let's lock these layers for now. Okay, so she has a braid over here. That's gonna make things a little bit interesting. So obviously this is gonna go this way. So I'm trying to sculpt this together and like Frankenstein this thing. Oh, okay, that looks really weird. Okay, I think I know what I can do. What I can do is take the part the hairpin piece along with the ponytail, make them into two separate parts. The pigtails, I mean. Okay. So now I just have to inverse that. This is Ridge Racer Forever. I was like, wait, hold on. Why does this track sound familiar? I mean, it sounds familiar because it's played on this radio so many times. Okay, now we can treat this separately. So we don't have to worry about this piece. You've been having trouble with the current story? What are you having trouble with at the moment, Drac? I mean, most of the stuff in the prologue is pretty straightforward. There's only certain things that people in co-op could be able to help each other with. There's not really much to help so much with the story at the moment. To my knowledge. Alright, I'm just gonna roughly cut out this piece because... Mostly because I need to have a foundation as to... Yeah. So if the hair trinket is like cut off, that's because I need the actual round shape. So we're gonna make this disappear for a second, and I need to. Oh, the 3 glowing red triangle thing. Oh, yeah, you gotta find those, man. That's a scavenger hunt in and of itself. Okay, so I'm guessing we can do this, and then do it like this, and then... Because I'm trying to figure out, like, how do I want to piece this together? This is the back of her hair, and this is the longest strand that should be going down, but this is the top of her hair, which is confusing the heck out of me. Wait, actually, hold on. What I could do is... Oh, okay. Okay, that's another idea. Make this part longer. Keep this at the top. Oh yeah, the mages are just annoying shield suckers, my dude. I hate them with all my being. Okay. Alright, no problem, man. Good luck with the Storm Terror stuff. You'll be able to beat the prologue in no time. I believe in you. A lot more than I believe in myself actually pulling Child on whatever poll I'm doing. Okay, I think I'm getting it now. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm putting the picture together. Okay. I think. Okay. Okay. I think I know how I could put her hair together now. I think I know. I have a pretty good idea now. And this is what I literally do in Photoshop. I just Frankenstein stuff together, but to get the authenticity of it, I'm only taking pieces of her hair just so I can like stencil it and trace it so I can be able to fill in the gaps for myself. this the cave story theme? It sounds like cave story, actually.
I need some music.
Alright, so we're gonna have to extend the braid then. We're gonna have to extend this part. And, wow. Not much more I can say about that. So if that's the case, hold on. This part's still missing a spot on here. And this is directly under the brooch too. The thing. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies, my bad.
Good.
Okay. Got like a basis down for how her everything should come together. Although, albeit we probably could move this a little bit closer, like over here. Like, just around there. Because we want this to be visible as part of her... Actually, yeah. Something like that. something, something like that. It might seem off at first, but it's all gonna come together. It's all gonna come together. Alright, let's focus on making like one piece of this at a time. So let's start with this brooch thing, this ear over here. Actually, no. Let's start with the flower. That's the thing that sticks out the most. A neat experience? What kind of neat experience? Oh, it does stroke selections. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that, actually. I like that. I forgot that that feature exists. That makes things a little easier on me then. So I could stroke a path and I could stroke a selection pogs. Alright, let me make everything else disappear so it doesn't distract me. Take your time, LDS Gamer. Take your time to type out what your experience was. What you been up to lately? What color is that, actually? I mean, it looks like black, but it's like dark brown, which is fine for me. Actually, hold on. If I go to stroke, I guess that could work. I guess that could work. It looks kind of weird. That's actually a really... Wow. That's actually quite an experience you had, my dude. GG. I'm sure that certainly made your evening. That's actually incredible. You really find like acts of kindness like so like in a long time. Like that's absolutely rare. Wow. Ugh, I feel out of it. Oh yeah, definitely keep that in mind. That's for sure. Because you literally never know when you're gonna come across an actual, um, friendly Samaritan again. I think I might hop onto Genshin real soon. With all this emote designing that I feel so compelled to do. What else have you been up to lately, LDS Gamer? It has been a hot while since I last saw you. It's all good, Kiba. It's all good. Be that weird time of night, though. Actually, you know what? I'm going to trace this petal next. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I don't blame you. I really don't blame you, my dude. Are you going for like a certain degree or something? Which is why you're saving up money? Times are tough these days. It's just... It's ridiculous. It's actually starting to take shape, which is not a bad thing, actually. I haven't actually used the stroke and selection tool in a long, like consecutively in a long time, actually. Okay. I think I'll give it another 20 to 30 and then I'll switch over to Genshin for my dailies and then call it a night. Been wanting either a psychology degree and they get my master's to be a counselor. I heard that psychology is worthless. I'm not quite sure what I'll do yet. Yeah, there's some degrees out there that are just... How do we best explain it? They're not that bad to take a program for. It's not as difficult and intensive as like a medical degree or law school. I think it's because the psychology field just ends up becoming like very saturated and whatnot if you don't actually become a psychologist afterwards. Alright, this flower looks okay. It may not be like perfectly round, but that's acceptable. That's perfectly acceptable. I did hear that if you want a psychology degree, you should aim to be a counselor, get a higher degree in it. Yeah. A lot of, how do I go about explaining this? Because I'm not really the best person at explaining everything, but a lot of bachelor's degrees don't really get you exactly working right away, unless you get like a master's or an associate's for it to accompany it. And also at the same time, though, I think the only people who've been prepared to work to begin with are the people who are lucky enough to get out of law school and medical school, or the people who went to trade school instead of your typical, like, university or college. I feel like the people who went to, you get the most, like, bang for your buck and whatnot with trade school, because, yeah, you may not have the typical college or university life, but with trade school, you're pretty much, like, tailored and built to be, ready for the career that you really sign up for in the long run. A lot of people, when they're in college or in the university life, if they're not set forward on what they want to do afterwards, then they're stuck in a rut. At least you're getting some, like, you're saving up though with your paychecks and whatnot from work, I hope. I think I'm almost due for my next Twitch paycheck. Yo, 准肥宅。
标准肥宅。
Thank you for the follow. 谢谢。So that's what I want to do. I've also thought about going to medical school and be a psychiatrist, or go into 3D computer animation, try and go to AIM development, and make movies. So there's a pro and con with that. Medical school is tough. You actually need to study for the, what's this test called? The MCAT? And there's only a certain percentage of students who will get into medical school to begin with, so you really got to study hard, and your life is barely little to no existent unless you know how to mentally juggle stuff and study for medical school at the same time. But the bright side of that is, after all that hard work and studying and all that, you get to go into a career that's pretty promising financially. But also at the same time, it can be taxing on you because you have to constantly deal with, people hands-on, especially during a time when we're in a pandemic. Now, 3D computer animation, that can be fun to do. That can allow you to build a portfolio on the artistic side of things. But, making movies, it's really tough nowadays too, because Hollywood is very picky about what it wants as movies. We can make indie films or like film festivals to like get your name up there and eventually start your way from the bottom, work your name to become recognizable to the point you can actually recruit legitimate producers and cast members and actors and actresses for your projects. Getting into game development wasn't like easy to start off with too, but if you're passionate enough to do 3D modeling and animating 3D models and putting every neat little bit of detail, like I'm working with 2D right now. When you're doing 3D programming, computer animation, 3D modeling, there's a lot more nitty-gritty bits of details that you'll be paying attention to. If I do go in the psychology degree, I'm not too worried because I'd be planning to get that master's or PhD. Okay, that's fair. Oh yeah, you do have the grad program. Yeah, so for regular grad school is usually the GRE, and then med school is the dreadful MCAT, which a lot of people I've spoken to really hated studying for. But the more power to you for your decisions, though. Do you want to save that as is? Let me save that as is and see how it looks. Because I don't want to ruin my flower. That looks okay. That's fine. Could be worse. It's like really studying for the SATs all over again, even though they're technically not completely studying for the SATs. It's just like, well, there's always entrance exams. I despise standardized testing with a passion, as much as anybody else, like on the internet. Hey, what's up, Kaiser? Ow. I don't want to give myself a canker sore. What's up, Kaiser, dude? Yeah, I'm really giving myself more and more canker sores. Okay, that should be good on... Alright, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, that should be good on this shape. And I'll stroke that. I 100% agree with that. It's completely rigged. It's a non-practical exam anyways, too. Of course, like, in order for me to enter college, I took the ACT, and I submitted my ACT results. As my SAT was pretty gosh darn average. Meanwhile, I had, like, if we were to convert the scores from the SAT score, this is the old SAT, by the way. I took the old SAT before the new one came into place. It would, if we converted my SAT score on the average of it with my ACT scores, it's like a difference of 200 points. So obviously, like, my ACT results were a little bit better than average, but it's not really like the high numbers to the point that I'm actually like such an Einstein and I'm a geek at passing the ACT. But standardized testing is standardized testing. It's just a burden that's really unnecessary. I just want a career job that I'm passionate about and now enjoy, you know? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Everybody should have that, but unfortunately, not everybody is able to, like, get into that part of the workforce. I want to be a counselor because I can relate a lot to struggling with things and I like to help others who are my... Yeah, absolutely. That's a really amazing choice to go for, LDS Gamer. Like, I really like to reach out and interact and talk with people who have been or are in the same position as me, so we can, like, sympathize with each other, and, I wouldn't mind letting them vent onto me, and we can, like, talk things out, and, like, you know, because we're only human. There's only so much we can endure and like, take chances with in life. More of a number circles over how much. Yeah, that's true. I think my SAT was a tiny bit better than the average. My SAT scores were actual average. My ACT scores was a little bit better than average. I'm the powerhouse of the cell. I built different. Yep, you're the hot cell of poggers. Wait, Kaiser, dude, you also took, like, the old SAT, right? The one that existed before they reformed it and stuff? I think you did, yeah. Because, like... the ACT was a little bit more reasonable for me. Okay, yeah. I took the same one. I even had, like, high school preparation for that test, and it still was not enough for me to actually, like, it still was not enough for me to, like, you know, get that test out of the way for college. Even then, I was such an indecisive little nutcase. I literally was so indecisive, like, I could have, like, gone to a college I really could have, like, enjoyed a program for. Yeah, there's such a thing as starting over, but, like, I'm really not a fan of schooling. I think my way with learning is, like, really vastly different. That I really hate having to deal with the textbook formula and notes and stuff of learning. That I feel like my favorite way of learning, because everybody has their own ways of learning and studying. I feel like my favorite way of all is just to, like, practice and just do it. It's how I enjoy and do better in science labs than the actual science class, because the class is all about shoving information into your head and seeing if you, like, memorize all the information on the standardized tests that you're going to take to get your average at the end of the year. If you do a lab, however, you get to put the knowledge into practice. Same thing with art class. Like, anything that's hands-on, I enjoy that as a learning process. Which is also how I got to, like, learn and do basic Photoshop in high school, which is what I'm doing right now. Is because it's a hands-on class, so any kind of, like, teaching that's hands-on or in a subject that I'm really passionate about, then I would be a lot more open to learning about it than any other subjects I really hate. I'm really grateful that, sorry if I'm, like, going on a tangent, guys, but I'm really grateful that my last college class was, like, it's actually, like, a writing curriculum that varies per semester, and thankfully the one I took was fictional writing. Boy, oh boy, was the professor I had chill AF. Like, he was mad chill, and he's pretty good enough at his constructive criticism, and that class was a pretty lovely open forum for a lot of us different people who do a lot of creative writing or fictional writing from a lot of different inspirational standpoints. So the other class I enjoyed the most out of any topic was, like, Introduction to Nutritional Science, because it was literally learning about the science of, like, the food we eat, how it affects our body, how working out affects, like, all that. And literally one of our projects was to, like, track down our macros, like, take note of the macros, or macro consumption, as every fitness junkie would do, which is kind of fun for me to do, like, when I took that class. Anyways, something called a Oh yeah, I know about that test, Kaiser, dude. Maybe like that's pretty hands. Computer programming, maybe. I've been like really getting myself to be tech savvy lately, so we'll see about that. I felt very That's fair, yeah. There's a lot of different things we can feel unconfident about. Alright, let me just stroke this path. I had a pretty good teacher, pretty much. Any love Def Leppard, any allows speeches without having a paper. Oh, really now? Wait, who's Def Leppard again? Wait, let me save this and see how this pin looks. It's not completely straight and whatnot, but it looks like we got the basic shape down, which is what I'm pretty happy about. Yeah, as long as we have the basic shape down, that's pretty much fine. Oh, the rock band. Oh, that must be a rock band I haven't completely heard of about. Yeah, I think after I hop off of Genshin, I'm going to continue working on this emote. This is technically Kuchi's birthday, and it would be fun. It would be kind of fun to actually have this emote right away for everybody to use. Plus, emotes are now approved right away. They're now approved right away, so we don't have to go through a waiting period. I don't think anything special happened since the cutscenes that we did yesterday. So I think it's just dailies and meteorite collection and all that. Yeah, that's what Demona Kim is like. Don't use your fragile resin. Save it for the final event. The only time I ever need to use fragile resin is just to like take care of the battle pass requirements. Why am I doing anchor points on the... There's a lot of different rock bands I actually grew up with. So many. Because like middle school was a day and age where like metal music, a lot metal and pop punk, that was the anything with a guitar and drums in it. Those were the defining music genres of like the middle school days, like the OG middle school days for a lot of us in middle school. A lot of us millennials. I mean, that's close enough. I can always fix that. I mean, as long as we have the basic shape, that's fine. The rock band Blue Oyster Cult made a song called Florida Man. I have not really heard of a song for a particular, like, a state. Besides the one from, like, Red Hot Chili Peppers or, like, California, Rest in Peace. That was the last song I remember. Whoops. I think that's a good shape. Looks like it looks like I'm drawing the Big Dipper in like Photoshop, yeah. But I mean, even if I don't have a tablet, it's still fine. We're still fine. Oh, dang. That actually looks like it's taking shape pretty well. I'm liking that. Alright, now to get this interesting looking... This has got to be a dark purple of sorts.
Nani?
We just make this a little purple, actually, on the purple side of things. What I've been listening to are songs from like the Super Euro Best, the songs from Initial. Oh my god, yo, Initial D is a OG, dude, like very OG. Eurobeat songs really define like a generation of pop culture as well. I listen to a lot of different genres: EDM, electro swing. Video game music is considered alternative, actually. Like this is actually alternative. Although video game music has been getting significantly better and better from like its chiptune stuff like back in the day, although people still keep chiptune remixes alive and all that. Yeah, this is like, it's like part purple over here versus like indigo over here. So if we make it consistently dark purple, this honestly should be okay. Actually, that's not bad looking. The shape is it's really taking a pretty good shape. I approve. Alright, I'm just gonna get this one piece of hair from Kutching out of the way. Then I'll work on it a little bit more before I sleep. For who knows how long that's gonna be. It's been a long time since I last did a Photoshop thing too, because I don't mind like investing time into this kind of thing, just like video editing. Sometimes with video editing, but video editing, like, I don't mind doing video edits, but the thing is, it annoys me because of like how much effort and like how taxing it can be on my brain itself, not just like sitting in one spot to like work on different aspects of moving images to make like a perfect video, especially in a day and age where the dominating form of videos are essentially memes, top 10s, commentary videos. Yeah, commentary videos are still a thing on YouTube. Especially to any of y'all who watch your favorite commentator. Top 10 lists be like, number something, Burger King foot lettuce. Ah, that is quite a meme. I specifically remember that top 10 channel with that voice though. Yeah, you have a fair point there, Kaiser, dude. You have a fair point. There are a lot of people who became ridiculously famous for like commentary and just reacting to stuff videos. What the frick did I just do? Oh, why did I make... Okay, no. We need to make an anchor point over here. That's what's happening. I feel like there's a trend now with like me doing the gotchas. It feels like all that's going to happen is just me getting the character on the very last day. Like, on only the pity pulls. And I honestly hope that trend can be broken with Jolie on the next banner. Obviously when this banner comes out, I'm not going to be able to pull right away because I'm probably out of primos at that point. So once I save enough primos, we can try and hopefully the first pity will allow us to finally get the banner character early. If not, my luck is either just cursed or it's just non-existent. The Burger King foot lettuce guy was discovered in van. Oh, was he sentenced to jail or something? 'Cause I don't think I've seen that top channel in a long time. Ooh, I am liking that. I am liking that. It's not like stylish tracing, but I still like the shape of that. I really do like the shape of that. I'm surprised at... What's this tool that I'm using? The pen tool. I'm surprised at how well the pen tool can be. It's like advanced connect the dots if you think about it. It's like basically a connect the dots tool. It's kind of fun. Typical commentary channels. The guys who regurgitate stuff found on Reddit. Right. It looks like a bamboo shoot. Did you just eat Kaiser, dude? And you know, this is literally a 5-star characters. Yeah, you know this is literally a 5-star character's hair, right? Oh my god. What if, like, the banner characters on the normal banner are, like, low-key secretly boosted? Because lately, I've been watching people pulling on the regular banner, and they've been getting Chi-Chi lately. Somehow? It might just be luck, but it feels a little bit too coincidental to just randomly pull Chi-Chi from, like, the regular banner when she's, like, on the regular banner. Because there's no way MiHoYo would just low-key boost the characters from the normal banner that are, like, literally plastered in front of the normal banner. They wouldn't do that. Okay. Okay, I'm liking that. I am liking that shape. We'll add more details to it later, but so long as I get the basic shape down. The most frustrating part about this emote in general, like, the face is easy. It's just a typical Ayaya face. You can, like, literally plaster an Ayaya on, like, any characters. And my only existing Ayaya here is 2B. And I have not played near Automata yet. Yeah, I'm just aware of 2B's existence because of how much pixels it takes to build her posterior, which is more pixels than Super Mario 64. The original Super Mario 64. Pixels and polygons, actually. I should watch the... There's like a lot of anime I gotta watch. I probably could watch the anime that this this face spawned from. So what did we get done so far? We got the basic face down. Well, let's get rid of this. We got the basic face down. We kind of have a rough idea of which pieces of Keqing's hair should go to. Because for some reason the Ayaya face is just a really wide face. But if you look at... Yeah, if you look at these two faces over here, with Xiangling's face and Ningguang's face, like, Ningguang doesn't have a round... Her face is not that wide. Yet her face is made wide by this professional artist for this emo anyway. I find Xiangling's Ayaya face to be a lot more... It feels a lot more precise and a bit more... artistically symmetrical for me than this one over here. This one is really off-putting. This one is just right. Anyways, we shall go ahead and boot up that game real quick. Because I do have stuff I could do. Okay, I really can't get enough of this game. Actually, hold on a second. Back from my class? Oh, welcome back, Leon. How was your class? we're kind of getting somewhere with our emote project. Kind of. I know her the hair placement is tacky for now, but I kind of have a rough idea of how it should be placed, even though it's kind of weird and all that. Because I'm trying to match how it is with the regular IAF face. But I think I might just push this part like a little bit closer to her head and probably connect this gap here somehow a little bit. Yeah, what class was it actually? So yeah, Kuching is gonna be my Ayaya emote as soon as I figure out how the heck am I gonna... I think, honestly, this left part of her face, like, over this side, I think this part is fine. Maybe if I push this part of her face, like, to a little bit more in, and then figure out a way to connect this gap over here, we should be good with this, actually. So I'm feeling pretty aight. I'm pretty confident about that. Also, before we go ahead and start on our Genshin Impact session, let me go ahead and play that amazing hype emote courtesy of the dude named Zetsubo real quick.